All right, so this is our entry for the Poor Boys RC TT-02 SpeedRun Challenge. I just finished getting it together. I've got it bench tested, bench tweaked. We're going to try out the brushless category first. So I've got an old brush Kinwald Dirtinator. This is actually a really hot motor. On the bench, this is spinning in the upwards of the high 40,000 RPM at about 8.4 volts. I rebuilt the motor, cleaned it up. We're running off of a Tekin. What is this? It's all covered up. It's 411 ESC. I've got a gyro on there. We've got a receiver. GPS, and then we're running a 3000 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride battery. So I've never built or run a TT-02. I know they're a popular platform. I didn't want to mess around trying to source a bunch of hop ups, so I went with the TT-02 Type SRX chassis, which comes with a bunch of upgrades. It was actually a really cool build. I'm going to do a build video later. The only upgrades I put on this car are the steering linkage and bridge, and then the TRF Shocks, and that's about it. I'm running contact foam tires. I put an underskid, kind of a plastic film for the chassis. And then the aluminum motor mounts, which we don't see. Those are the only upgrades. It was a cool kit. All hardware is hex head hardware. It's all fully ball raced. Comes with basically every upgrade you could throw at a car, and I think it's a reasonably priced kit for what you get. It's a really decent quality kit, kind of up there with some of the other higher end sedan chassis, I would argue. So I was really happy with it. Anywho, I think so. Based on my bench test, I'm guessing I'm going to get into the 40s with this setup. I basically put a speedometer on that wheel, measuring the wheel speed, and based on that, I'm hoping to see in the 40s. We'll see. We'll see if I can control it. I've never driven a TT-02, so let's get out there and run it. I'm going to do our very first run. I have not driven this at all. We just finished building it. We're going to run it. We're going to see how fast we can go. GPS is zeroed. Let's give it a go. Something's rubbing. Yeah. It was pretty smooth. Well, that was a quick 36 miles an hour. All right, so we fixed the rubbing issue. It was the hub of the wheel rubbing against the rear lower suspension arm. So we got that fixed. Let's give it a go again. I got a new battery in here. This is a 3600 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride. We are sitting at 0 miles an hour. The car feels pretty planted. It's very stable. So I'm happy with it. I think the foam tires help with traction, and then the steering is fairly precise. I don't think it takes very much run out to get this thing going. Come back. It kind of gets up to speed pretty fast. It's got good acceleration. Alright, I'm hoping we get faster since we're not rubbing anymore. A little bit faster. So we're sitting at 37 miles an hour on a brush system. I'm happy with that. All right, I have one more trick up my sleeve with hardware that I have on hand. So let me go try that out. All right, so we're back. So I put in a taller pinion gear, and I had to cut a hole out in my gear cover for it. But I think that's what you got to do. So we are zeroed out, and let's see what we can get. All right, let's see what we got. Hey, look at that. We got 40 miles an hour. So the reason it sounds so bad is because I'm actually running a 48 pitch pinion, and to me it is a 0.6 mod. So they're not exactly compatible. But hey, we got a run out of it. Yeah, there you go, 40 miles an hour. That's gonna be it for this weekend. I'm gonna have to look at some more gearing options. All right, we're gonna try this again because we just had our first significant crash. For giggles, I wanted to just see what I could do with my brushed motor setup with a LiPo. So I've got a 2S 4800 130C pack in there, shorty pack. And I know this doesn't count for anything. Well, maybe it counts for the, I guess the open class, even though we're running a brushed motor. But I just want to see what I can do. Like, how much of a difference does the LiPo battery make? So we're zeroed out on the GPS. Let's give it a go. Hopefully it's still... Hopefully it still drives good, because I did crash it and it flew quite a bit. I'm all over the place, but I'm not crashing. So the wind might be coming into play here also. So we got, we're at 47 miles an hour. Let's do a zero and do another pass, see if we can repeat that. All right, so we just finished some runs where we basically put in a shorty 2S LiPo pack in lieu of the nickel metal hydride pack. And we basically went from 40 miles an hour to 47 miles an hour. So the batteries obviously make quite a bit of difference. So I guess in theory we could enter this into kind of the open class at 47. I think that puts us in second right now. But for the brushed class, we're still sitting at 40, which I think puts us in first at the moment. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Bye.